Uh, it's tough, man. If they run into some good pitching too. I mean, guys just throwing the ball pretty much wherever they want. I mean, it's just, especially tonight. Also the last start and this guy tonight. I mean, it was tough pitching. It's not easy for them to do that against us. I mean, I think we've proven that, but it definitely brought their A game for sure.
You see, what is the margin of error right now when you've got so many guys on the injured list?
Yeah, I mean, the wrong score on the ball that I throw away. I wish I threw a better throw. Maybe the game would have been different. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, hey, run into some good pitching sometimes, and as I said, sometimes umpires, might call this way or call that way. I mean, but I can speak for the last two starts, last two games. There was some good pitching.
You guys went through a lot last year. Mike was referring to that you guys overcame a lot. Can that help you guys pull out of this? What you went through last year?
I mean, we know who we are. I mean, we know the situation that we're in. We know we have guys down, guys that are key pieces to our team. Opportunity for other guys to step up. That's what I always say. And I think guys have been doing a good job. But sometimes when you run into some good ones like these last two games, they probably have the best start of their career. I mean, it's tough for you to be the team that they're doing it against.
And as tough as that is it still important to remember, like, it's April.
Yeah, it's early, but just sometimes the way it's gonna go, and sometimes they'll leave a couple pitches in the middle, and then we do some damage. But it wasn't a lot thrown over the heart of the plate these last couple of days. I mean, it's not easy for us to go up. Well, we had 2 hits in Detroit the last game. We had, 4 or 5 tonight? I mean, it's not easy for you to do that against us, and if you're able to do that, I mean, it sucks, but just gotta kind of tip the cap sometimes, I mean, this guy was throwing pitches around the corner, and I mean, he was on.
You started the season some really good at bats, some really hard hit balls. What's it going to take for you to kind of find that again right now?
Maybe a couple bloops, I should do it. So normally when I make some errors, that means the bat's coming alive. So I don't know, it's weird with me like that, but that's just how I've always been throughout my career. So I'm not saying I wanted to make an error tonight, but probably a sign for good things to come, and sucks that was the only run because of me, and got to come back tomorrow and do better.
Even with the injuries, are you surprised the streak has reached 25 innings, 25 scoreless innings?
Yeah, I am. I didn't know it was like that, I definitely didn't know it was 25. I mean, you guys watch the game, man. I mean, they ain't throwing up cookies up there for us, and sometimes it's like that, and we're the team on that side that they're doing it against, and just like our pitchers, when they're dominating, that's kind of what they do, and just sucks to be on the offensive side when they're doing that against us.
Does it compound things?
How did you feel in relation to kind of like, I know you only went 5, but the stuff was as good as it.
Off speed I couldn't command, so I think that's what got me into those long counts. Sinker and four seam felt great, but I felt like I had a lot of foul balls or had to be kind of perfect with the fastball. If I had either the sweeper or the changeup, I think it would have been more efficient. But yeah, they grinded me down.
Does a start like this kind of extra frustrating, given that it was kind of as close as it was to you being more efficient and working deeper? Like those are the only things that are missing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously I want all my pitches when I'm out there every time. I know I'm not going to have that, but I was hoping to find one of those off speeds throughout the game. Felt like I had a good last inning, but yeah, it's frustrating.
That being said, the sinker was really good. When did you realize that was going to be a weapon tonight?
Early on, first inning, I felt like I threw into Diaz and he almost got thumbed or like got him in the palm, and he looked at me like that had a lot of movement to it. So definitely wanted to use that. I felt like the four seam vert was pretty good too, so I was able to separate those two movements and try to at least get them off the barrel.
How much of pitching in any given night, when you are kind of figuring out what you have, is you scrapping the game plan that you had to go with what you know is working versus trying to stick as much with what you wanted to do going in?
Definitely a little bit. The scouting and the game plan, I always say, is my best pitch. I know the hole that I want to exploit, and I always will have confidence in my command of all my pitches. But then, yeah, you got to read the swings. You got to see what you have working that day. You got to see kind of what the game's calling for. If I need a ground ball, and in my homework, all I want to do is get strikeouts. So you definitely change the approach based on the game, but for the most part, it's a game plan attack.
Michael, you've talked in the past of the pitching picking up the offense, the different points in the season, and vice versa. What do you make of this little slide that the team is on right now?
Yeah, I mean, you can say it's a slide. Obviously, we still have a great record. I think we're still atop the NL West. You can let me know. But, I mean, it always happens this way. You know, we got to just try to keep the cold streaks as short as possible and then get on one of those heaters again.
You mentioned your fastball feeling like it had really good command and stuff against tonight. Last season, you were around 15.5 vert usually on that pitch. You were clocking some with 19 vert tonight. It's something that's definitely jumped off a little on the page this season with the fastball vert kind of being more of a feature. Is it a grip change? Is it a little bit of a change with anything, or is that just kind of come along with the pitch throughout the season?
I guess more a little bit mechanical change, and no grip change or anything. I first started throwing it in 21 more consistently, and I think that I had a little bit better of wrist angle at release, and that gets me more behind the ball, more 12 o'clock spin. So it's more so just getting to those positions, but then also being confident to go back to my normal mechanics with the sinker, sweeper, changeup.